Today we're going to be continuing to look at theories and content, but specifically through the lens um, of the more theoretical side. So in the first half of our theoretical breakdown in the first session, I suggested that we can look at a historical side of this question. So if I just share my screen now, I can remind you of the question title. So the question title we're concerned with is, does winning a free and fair election automatically confer a mandate for governing? Now, we looked at does in the sense of does it in practice? Can we see examples of does it or doesn't it? That's why we've turned to some of the historical case studies. Whereas now we're going to look at the other way of looking at the question. Does it in terms of does it theoretically make sense? Theoretically being looking at reasons and argumentation and justifications, working from first principles. So a more kind of analytical and scientific take on the question. And that's going to be the theme of this session and the next session to complete the 4 sessions on relevant content and theories. So without further ado, let's get into the content matter of this question, of this section. So what we're going to be looking at here is a series of arguments of political theorists through history, beginning with Thomas Hobbes and ending up with Jeremy Bentham, both English theorists. And in between that, we'll be looking at John Locke and Francois Guizot. These are all examples of theorists who posit different arguments for suggesting where a mandate for governance comes from. Is it a free and fair election? Is it democracy? Or is it something else a bit more nuanced? And we're going to be considering the other examples today, remembering that it's more difficult to argue against than it is to argue in favor. So these sessions are me helping you out with the argument against, that we'll be considering both sides. But that's the trickier one that the higher level answers will be able to discriminate for.